soon, a vintage Clinchfield Railroad caboose number 1111 will be on permanent display at the Unicoi Visitor Center just off Interstate 26. And here to share with us more about this tie to Unicoi County's railroading past is Mayor Johnny Lynch and Ashley Shelton. Thank y'all for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
This is exciting. I mean, this is going to be nice. It's going to be a great addition to the Visitor Center there, isn't it?
It really is. We're so excited. You know, one of the things that we do obviously is welcome tourists on a daily basis, and to see a kind of a new group of tourists. We're glad about that.
Right.
Railroad enthusiasts, we're excited to have such a piece of history.
Yeah. Mayor, it's got to be, Unicoi County has such a history with the railroad industry, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Hardly anyone over there doesn't have a relative that's worked on the Clinchfield Railroad.
Right.
And I'm one. My father and grandfather both worked on there, and uncles, and
right.
I'm sure there's a lot of folks over there that can say the same thing. So it's important to us. We really recognize our railroad heritage, and we want to keep it. We want to and let people know how proud we are of our railroad heritage.
And give us a little background on this caboose. I mean, it's very special because it's one of the last working cabooses that was made.
It was. It was the last one commissioned by the Clinchfield. It was built in 1981 and ran for a while before the Seaboard and all that kind of merged together, and then what eventually became CSX.
So how did it come to where it was being used to being going to be a feature piece there at the Visitor Center? Kind of get us from point A to point B there.
Well, it did come from the Clinchfield Railroad Museum.
I think the Heritage Museum in Irwin has offered it to us to put on display as it's a way to advertise also their museum and the Jonesboro Museum and all the other museums around this area.
Kind of have it as a gateway to all those other railroading museums right there on Interstate 26 as folks come in from North Carolina and points elsewhere.
And you know, almost every town in this region has some sort of caboose or some ties to the railroad, and this will be a great place to kind of keep that information and be able to send people to those places they weren't aware about before they came.
And right now, the plan is in place, and you're going to get it in there as soon as you can. But you need a little money to make that happen, and you're asking folks for donations and things like that.
We are. It is going. You know, the estimates I believe have been around $9,000 to move the caboose and to get it set. But we've already got $4,000 in donations and in equipment, materials, things like that. We have a $1,000 monetary donation from a private anonymous source, and so that already knocks the numbers down to about $4,000 that it's going to cost to move it. And so we are still looking for more donations, whether it be monetary, whether it be your time, your skills.
There's going to be some work involved.
Yes, it's going to be some work.
And like Lowe's, for instance, Lowe's donated the cross ties.
Oh, very good.
You know, so and that's exactly what we're looking for, is that sort of thing.
And I can't let you go without you were mentioning, you know, you had a family that worked on the railroad.
Absolutely.
There's actually going to be a plaque in there or a piece of artwork in there with everybody's name, like a memorial for everyone that worked on the railroad there in Unicoi County.
Yes, there is, and we kind of need everyone's help with that. There is an online registration form for that. We have on our website, of course, the unicoitn.net/caboose. They can go on there. They can print off a donation form. They can actually submit their donation form online and then be invoiced. And then, of course, they can sign up for names to be on that roster. So it's really important that we want to make sure we don't miss anybody.
All right. Ashley, thank you so much. Mayor, good to see you as always.
Good to see you again.
It is the brand new Caboose 1111. It's going to be right there at the Visitor Center in Unicoi. You need to help them out if you can. It is going to be a great centerpiece welcoming everybody into Unicoi County off of Interstate 26.